God speaks to you now, beloved, with a voice that echoes through the heavens and pierces the veil of your earthly concerns. Archangel Gabriel stands before you, his golden wings trembling with urgency, his eyes blazing with divine fire. He says, "This is not a trivial moment. This is not a fleeting thought. This is a divine emergency, and you must listen carefully." The message is clear. A revelation is coming to your doorstep, a truth about financial deceit that has been hidden from you. The one who has stolen your abundance, who has manipulated your trust, who has shrouded their actions in secrecy, is about to be exposed. God says, "Do not ignore this. Open the vault of truth immediately, for the time is short." Archangel Gabriel, God's mighty messenger, leans closer, his presence filling your home with a radiant light. He says, "The one who deceived you financially is closer than you know. They have walked among you, smiled in your presence, and spoken words of false assurance. But God has seen every hidden transaction, every whispered scheme, every moment they thought their actions were concealed. You have felt the weight of uncertainty, the gnawing doubt about your resources, the quiet fear that your blessings have been tampered with. God says, "I have watched over you. I have seen your sleepless nights, your prayers for provision, your trust placed in hands that were unworthy. Now the divine light is shining, and the truth will surface in a way that will shock you to your core. Do not be afraid, for Archangel Gabriel declares, I am here to protect your abundance. I am here to guard your home, your resources, your peace. But you must act. You must open the vault of truth quickly, for the revelation is imminent. The one who deceived you has believed their schemes were safe, their manipulations unnoticed. They have underestimated God's justice, the reach of his angels, the power of divine timing. God says, this is your moment of clarity, your divine awakening to the truth of what has been taken from you. The financial burdens you carry, the losses you've mourned, the opportunities stolen, they are not your fault. They are the work of one who has betrayed you. Pay attention to the signs, beloved, the uneasy whispers in your heart, the sudden shifts in your circumstances, the documents or messages that seem out of place. These are not coincidences. Archangel Gabriel says, they are divine signals, warnings from heaven, guiding you to the truth. Trust your intuition, for it is sharpened by God's hand. The one who deceived you has worked tirelessly to hide their actions, but God's light pierces every shadow. Gabriel says, do not hesitate. Open the vault now, for the truth is knocking, and it will not wait. The revelation may come through a letter, a conversation, a sudden discovery of evidence. Expect the unexpected. God says, you are stronger than you know. You have endured losses, doubts, and fears, yet your faith has held you steady. This revelation, though it may sting, is your pathway to restoration. The one who deceived you may appear trustworthy, even remorseful, but do not be swayed by their words. Gabriel warns, their actions have spoken louder than their promises, and God has recorded every deed. The truth will shine like a beacon in your home, illuminating every corner where deceit has lingered. You are safe, but you must act. Open the vault of truth, for the time is now. The heartbreak of financial betrayal may bring anger, confusion, or disbelief. God says, these emotions are natural. Do not suppress them. Let them flow, for through feeling comes healing. Archangel Gabriel stands guard, his sword of truth ready to cut through every lie. He says, The one who deceived you cannot hide any longer. Their schemes are unraveling, their intentions exposed. You may wonder why God allows such trials, why the losses, why the pain. God answers, every struggle has a purpose. Every tear has led you to this moment of divine clarity. You are being prepared for greater abundance, for blessings that cannot be stolen. Do not respond with vengeance, beloved. Gabriel says, leave justice to God. Your path is one of wisdom, faith, and trust in divine timing. The one who deceived you will face their consequences, but your focus must remain on the truth. Open your heart to God's guidance. Pray, meditate, and ask for protection. Archangel Gabriel says, the revelation is coming swiftly. It may arrive in a way you least expect. A document uncovered, a truth spoken, a figure revealed. Be vigilant. Record details if needed, but do not act impulsively. The truth will set you free, and your home will be a sanctuary of divine provision once more. God says, I have never abandoned you, even when your resources seemed scarce, even when trust was broken. The one who deceived you has underestimated the power of God's plan. Their actions, once hidden, are now laid bare. Gabriel declares, this is a sacred moment. The vault of truth is opening, and you must witness it with courage. The financial deceit that has weighed on you will be lifted, and clarity will replace confusion. You are protected, guided, and loved. Open the vault now, for the revelation cannot wait. The signs are all around you. A misplaced receipt, a conversation overheard, a sudden realization. These are God's breadcrumbs leading you to the truth. Gabriel says, do not ignore them, trust them, follow them. The one who deceived you has woven a web of lies, but God's light is stronger. Your home, your heart, your finances, they are under divine protection. God says, this revelation is not punishment, it is liberation. The one who stole from you will lose their power over your peace. Archangel Gabriel stands at your side, his wings shielding you from harm. Open the vault quickly, for the truth is imminent. You may feel fear as the revelation approaches, but God says, fear not, for I am with you. My angels surround you. Gabriel guards your path. The one who deceived you will be exposed, and their actions will no longer hold sway. The divine plan is unfolding, and you are at its center. Gabriel says, prepare your spirit. Pray for wisdom. Trust in God's provision. The revelation may shake you, but it will also strengthen you. The financial deceit will be uncovered, and your abundance will be restored. Open the vault now, beloved, for the time is short, and God's truth waits for no one. God calls to you now, beloved, with a voice that soothes the deepest wounds of your soul. Archangel Raphael, the healer of heaven, stands before you, his emerald wings glowing with divine compassion, his eyes filled with urgency and love. He says, this is not an ordinary moment. This is a sacred call to healing. A revelation of grief's hidden wounds is approaching your heart, and you must open it immediately. The pain you have carried, the sorrow that has lingered in silence, the losses that have haunted your nights, God has seen them all. Raphael declares, the one who deepened your grief is closer than you know, and their truth is about to surface. Do not turn away, for God says, I have watched your tears, heard your silent cries, felt the weight of your mourning. The one who deepened your grief, perhaps through absence, betrayal, or neglect, has hidden their role in your pain. But Archangel Raphael says, the veil is lifting, the truth will shine, and healing will follow. You have wondered why the sorrow persists, why the wounds remain raw despite time's passage. God answers, this is your divine moment of release. The grief you carry is not yours alone to bear. Open your heart to this revelation, for it is urgent. Raphael's presence fills your home with a gentle warmth, a light that softens the edges of your pain. He says, the one who deepened your grief may appear kind, remorseful, or distant, but their actions have left scars upon your soul. God has seen their neglect, their words unspoken, their failure to honor your heart. Raphael declares, I am here to heal you, to guide you, to protect you, but you must act. Open your heart to the truth now, for the revelation is coming swiftly. The truth may arrive in a memory, a conversation, a sudden clarity. Expect it to be undeniable. God says, you are stronger than your sorrow. You have endured losses that would break many, yet your spirit remains unbroken. The one who deepened your grief has believed their role was hidden, their absence unnoticed. But God's light reveals all. Raphael says, do not fear the pain of this revelation. It is a doorway to healing, a pathway to peace. The signs are all around you, the dreams that linger, the moments of unease, the quiet nudges in your soul. These are not random. They are divine signals, guiding you to the truth. Open your heart quickly, for the time is short. The revelation of grief's source may bring tears, anger, or confusion. God says, let these emotions flow, for they are part of your cleansing. Archangel Raphael stands beside you, his healing light enveloping your heart. He says, the one who deepened your grief cannot hide any longer. Their actions, their absence, their silence, it will all be revealed. You may wonder why God allows such pain, why the losses have been so heavy. God answers, every sorrow has a purpose. Every tear has led you to this moment of divine healing. You are being prepared for joy, for restoration, for love that cannot be broken. Do not seek to confront the one who deepened your grief with anger. Raphael says, your path is one of healing, not vengeance. Trust in God's timing, for justice will unfold. The revelation may come through a letter, a visitor, a sudden memory resurfacing. Be vigilant. God says, record the signs if you must, but do not act impulsively. Let the truth emerge fully. Your home is a sanctuary of divine healing, and Raphael's presence ensures your protection. Open your heart to this truth, for it will set you free from the chains of grief. God says, I have never left you, even in your darkest nights, even when sorrow seemed endless. The one who deepened your grief will face their truth, but your focus must be on healing. Raphael declares, this is a sacred moment. Open your heart to the revelation and let the wounds be mended. Pray, meditate, and invite God's light into your soul. The truth will shine, illuminating every corner where sorrow has lingered. You are safe, beloved, but you must act. Open your heart now, for the revelation cannot wait. The signs of this truth are subtle but constant. A photograph that stirs your heart, a conversation that feels heavy, a dream that speaks of loss. These are God's whispers. Raphael says, trust them, follow them, do not ignore them. The one who deepened your grief has left footprints in your soul, but God's healing light will erase their pain. God speaks to you now, beloved, with a voice that shatters the chains of doubt and ignites the spark of your soul. Archangel Michael, the warrior of heaven, stands before you, his fiery wings trembling with divine urgency, his sword of truth gleaming with celestial light. He says, this is not a fleeting moment. This is a divine emergency, a call to awaken from the shadows of doubt that have clouded your spirit. A revelation is coming, a truth about the one who planted seeds of uncertainty in your faith. Michael declares, "The one who led you to doubt is closer than you realize, and their truth is about to be exposed. Open your spirit now, for the time is urgent. Do not turn away, for God says, I have seen your struggles, your questions, your moments of wavering faith. I have heard your prayers for clarity, your cries for assurance. The one who led you to doubt, perhaps through words, actions, or subtle manipulations, has hidden their influence. But Archangel Michael says, the veil is lifting, the truth will shine, and your faith will be restored. You have wondered why the doubts persist, why the questions linger despite your devotion. God answers, this is your divine moment of awakening. The doubts you carry are not yours to bear. Open your spirit to this revelation, for it is imminent. Michael's presence fills your home with a radiant strength, a light that banishes every shadow of uncertainty. He says, the one who led you to doubt may appear wise, trustworthy, or even spiritual, but their words have sown confusion in your soul. God has seen their influence, their subtle challenges to your faith, their quiet erosion of your trust. Michael declares, I am here to protect your spirit, to guide you, to restore you. But you must act. Open your spirit to the truth now, for the revelation is coming swiftly. The truth may arrive in a moment of clarity, a conversation, a sudden insight. Expect it to be undeniable. God says, you are stronger than your doubts. You have endured questions that would shake many, yet your heart remains open to me. The one who led you to doubt has believed their influence was hidden, their words unnoticed. But God's light reveals all. Michael says, do not fear the pain of this revelation. It is a doorway to awakening, a pathway to unshakable faith. The signs are all around you, the unease in your spirit, the questions that arise unbidden, the moments of clarity that feel divine. These are not random. They are God's signals, guiding you to the truth. Open your spirit quickly, for the time is short. The revelation of doubt's source may bring confusion, anger, or disbelief. God says, let these emotions flow, for they are part of your cleansing. Archangel Michael stands beside you, his sword of truth cutting through every lie. He says, the one who led you to doubt cannot hide any longer. Their words, their influence, their deception, it will all be revealed. You may wonder why God allows such trials, why the doubts have been so heavy. God answers, every question has a purpose. Every doubt has led you to this moment of divine awakening. You are being prepared for a faith that cannot be shaken. Do not seek to confront the one who led you to doubt with anger. Michael says, your path is one of clarity, not conflict. Trust in God's timing, for truth will unfold. The revelation may come through a teaching, a memory, a sudden understanding. Be vigilant. God says, record the signs if you must, but do not act impulsively. Let the truth emerge fully. Your home is a sanctuary of divine awakening, and Michael's presence ensures your protection. Open your spirit to this truth, for it will set you free from the chains of doubt. God says, I have never left you, even in your moments of questioning, even when faith seemed distant. The one who led you to doubt will face their truth, but your focus must be on awakening. Michael declares, this is a sacred moment. Open your spirit to the revelation and let your faith be restored. Pray, meditate, and invite God's light into your soul. The truth will shine, illuminating every corner where doubt has lingered. You are safe, beloved, but you must act. Open your spirit now, for the revelation cannot wait. The signs of this truth are subtle but constant. A word that stirs your heart, a teaching that feels off, a moment of divine clarity. These are God's whispers. Michael says, trust them, follow them, do not ignore them. The one who led you to doubt has left footprints in your spirit, but God's light will erase their influence. You are protected, guided, and loved. Open your spirit quickly, for the truth is imminent, and awakening is at hand. You may feel fear as the revelation approaches, but God says, fear not, for I am with you. My angels surround you. Michael guards your faith. The one who led you to doubt will lose their power over your spirit. The divine plan is unfolding, and you are its center. Michael says, prepare your spirit. Pray for clarity. Trust in God's truth. The revelation may shake you, but it will also strengthen you. The doubts will lift and faith will return. Open your spirit now, beloved, for the time is short, and God's truth waits for no one. God says, I have never left you, even in your moments of questioning, even when faith seemed distant. The one who led you to doubt will face their truth, but your focus must be on awakening. Michael declares, this is a sacred moment. Open your spirit to the revelation and let your faith be restored. Pray, meditate, and invite God's light into your soul. The truth will shine, illuminating every corner where doubt has lingered. You are safe, beloved, but you must act. Open your spirit now, for the revelation cannot wait. The signs of this truth are subtle but constant. A word that stirs your heart, a teaching that feels off, a moment of divine clarity. These are God's whispers. Michael says, trust them, follow them, do not ignore them. The one who led you to doubt has left footprints in your spirit, but God's light will erase their influence. You are protected, guided, and loved. Open your spirit quickly, for the truth is imminent, and awakening is at hand. You may feel fear as the revelation approaches, but God says, fear not, for I am with you. My angels surround you. Michael guards your faith. The one who led you to doubt will lose their power over your spirit. The divine plan is unfolding, and you are its center. Michael says, prepare your spirit. Pray for clarity. Trust in God's truth. The revelation may shake you, but it will also strengthen you. The doubts will lift, and faith will return. Open your spirit now, beloved, for the time is short, and God's truth waits for no one. Feel the divine energy coursing through your home, your heart, your very being. The one who deceived you, the one who deepened your grief, the one who sowed doubt. They believed their actions were hidden, their schemes safe. But God says, nothing escapes my sight. No shadow can withstand my light. Their power is gone, their influence dissolved. The archangels declare, you are free, the chains are broken, the truth has set you free. You may feel the weight of these revelations, anger at the betrayal, sorrow for the grief, confusion from the doubts, but God says, let these emotions flow, for they are the final release. Through them you are purified. Through them you are liberated. Do not fear the path ahead, for God says, this is not the end, but the beginning. The revelations were not punishment, but preparation. You are stepping into a season of abundance, healing, and unshakable faith. Gabriel whispers, your resources will multiply beyond what was stolen. Raphael murmurs, your heart will know joy deeper than your sorrow. Michael roars, your faith will shine brighter than any doubt. The divine plan is complete, and you are its center. Your home is a sanctuary, your heart a temple, your spirit a beacon of God's glory. Open yourself fully to this truth, for the time is now. God commands, spread this light, beloved. Share this truth with those who need it, for my message is not for you alone. The archangels echo, subscribe to this divine calling, like the truth in your heart, and share it with others. Let the world know that God's light pierces every shadow, heals every wound, restores every loss. By subscribing to this truth, by liking it in your soul, by sharing it with those around you, you amplify God's power in your life and theirs. Gabriel says, your voice carries abundance. Raphael says, your testimony brings healing. Michael says, your faith inspires awakening. Do not keep this revelation silent. Let it shine. The signs are all around you now. The warmth in your chest, the clarity in your mind, the peace in your home. These are not coincidences, but divine confirmations. God says, you are my beloved, chosen for this moment, strengthened by every trial, elevated by every truth. The one who deceived you, the one who deepened your grief, the one who sowed doubt. They are powerless before God's justice. The archangels declare, their time is over. Your time is now. Step forward with courage, for you are protected, guided, and loved beyond measure. God says, this is your eternal liberation. The financial deceit is undone, the grief is healed, the doubts are banished. You are free to walk in my light, to live in my abundance, to rest in my peace. The archangels stand guard, their wings encircling you, their voices echoing. Do not fear, do not delay, embrace this truth now. Subscribe to God's plan, like the divine light in your soul, and share this message with the world. The revelations have come, the shadows are gone, and you are ready to rise. God concludes, I am with you always. My angels are your shield. Step into your divine destiny, for you are loved, you are protected, and you are free.